I had one last question. Was your crash for your movie that I heard about for the longest time, but you went like totally silent on Instagram, didn't post nothing, like no one said nothing.
So I couldn't really say much. I don't know. It's weird. It was like, fuck, dude. Like, the footage wouldn't have came out. I could say, I think I told inside the industry, I talked like, yeah, I fucking backsided 150 footer, you know?
Bad,
dude. That was.
What all did you break?
So I destroyed my shoulder and broke the bone off the top. And I already had shoulder issues. Mm-hmm. But when what happened was I came in, the dude confirmed that the speed I was going was cool. And the landing was kind of steep, so I didn't want to go a little too far. And then you follow the transition all the way down into flat. So I'm like, I don't want to fucking land flat. I want to just make it. So I hit it with what I thought I needed. Mm-hmm. The speed dude, the guy with the speedometer kind of should have gave me a little bit more input, I thought. But it was whatever. Fucking you send it. That's what we do. So you just, go for it. I went for it, and I came up short, like in the worst spot. Well, if I came up more short, I'd have died. But I came up short, and my bike bucked me off, threw me down the landing, and I fucking went, like my body went like 100 feet down the landing till I landed. And I just remember tumbling. And when you crash, you tumble 2-3 times, and you're like, okay, now I'm going to stop. But I just kept going, and I'm like, fuck. So I broke my shoulder, tore all the tendons to just shreds. Like, that thing would pop out reaching for a bottle of water after that. It was so fucked up. And I broke my pelvis in half in like 2 places and broke a bone in my back. So my pelvis like got lodged upwards. So they took me to the ER, and they put a hole in my femur to put a pencil rod through it so they could tie it to like a 20-pound dumbbell so they would over a pulley to traction so that my pelvis would reset itself for 6 days in ICU with the weight on it. And I just remember sitting there like fucking, and you just hear it click and move, and you're like, fuck. It was doing that for like 6 days, and it was like 2 or 3 surgeries, and they put a big old plate across with it looked like I got a C-section scar, a bunch of screws.
So gnarly.
And 2 bolts in my back. And I couldn't fucking put weight on either leg for like 5 months or 6 months, and then 2 months with crutches and then rehab. And then I went back, stomped the 311 footer you were talking about earlier. And then right after that, straight to quarter, like a month, and then X Games. And that was the second year at Axel's, and I knew he wanted to beat me, and I was like, I gotta fucking win again,
Dude, it's out of control.
Yeah.